75 feet. Notice how he plants the horsepower. He bursts the throttle. Now he dials in. But Piper in his interview said the last 100 feet were the toughest. That's where he's got to flat muscle it out with the Chevrolet horsepower. And Richard, awesome. 2 full pulls in an event.
Give him a double whammy on the night. Tim Engler with another full pull.
Tell me, unique situation. We don't run into this very often. A full pull for the second time. They reweighted the sled, 2,000 more pounds, and you still zoom it out the back door.
Well, I tell you what, Army, I did a little bit better job getting the tractor hooked to the track that time. And I really believe the track has kind of come around a little bit better. I think some of the guys early in the class probably didn't have quite as good a shot at it. It's one of the things that happens when you start in the daylight, and as the pull progresses, then it gets nighttime and moisture starts to come up in the track. I feel real good about the run. I don't think I could have done anything better to make it any better.
So as this pull-off continues, and it gets a little nippy here in Fishersville, Dave Walsh, the Irish challenger, must go the distance of the track. That is 300 feet to have a chance of winning, because Tim Engler has made his pull-off run, and it was a great one.
Great run for Engler. Walsh rolls out. The nippy weather you're talking about is to his advantage. It makes more horsepower the cooler it is. Alcohol burning air. He's into right lane. Another full pull. Richard, I've never seen this before. 2 tractors making back-to-back full pulls.
So Dave Walsh and Tim Engler in a pull-off have both went the distance again, as we look at a replay of Walsh's pull, and it was picture perfect.
It was picture perfect. He did not go in Engler's lane. He went over to the right side, but the common denominator between Walsh and Engler, look at the front wheels. The weight is perfect. Sets about a foot off of the ground and plants the horsepower.
Now the question, can we have another full pull? Here's Mike Piper, our final competitor in the pull-off out of Mount Vernon, Illinois.
Piper said he was going to make a gear change before this pull-off. Let's see if the change was the right way. The ground speed looks good, Richard, but the weight box topped out. Weight box caught him right at the end.
And his distance, 294, so he is going to take 3rd place. Or wait a minute, he'll take 3rd. We have just received word Tim Engler and Dave Walsh have decided to split 1st and 2nd place money and points, because they've already put on a great show. They don't want to waste their engines. So that's the way it's going to wrap up in the top 5. On behalf of TNT Motorsports, I'm Richard Leek saying thank you for being with us tonight. We'll see you again on the tracks across America.
Narrowest of margins over a game
1, as friend Ken Lamont will cut his teeth on the 7,200-pound class. Make way for the best of multiple engine tractor action from the North Carolina State Fairgrounds. Next. This is Trucks and Tractor Powered, featuring the all-stars of the Redman TNT All-American Pulling Series. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, for the thunderous sound.
Kept secret in the NHL is finally out. Jimmy Carson has
in a lot of different places. It's going to be a lot to do with how good you run, but a lot of it's going to do with how good you are at drawing that number, your pulling position.
So it all comes down to a little P you draw out of a pod with a number on it, right?
Sure it does. You know, all the trucks are tough, but you can look for Lamont to be tough, Roush to be tough. Oh, everybody's just super tough. Hare's going to be tough. Of course, old dog ain't gone yet.
Well, everyone's going to be tough, as Mike Stowe says. And when we return, we'll see just how bad the bad dog truly is when the super modified 2-wheel drive class gets underway on Power Tracks from Fishersville, Virginia.
Power Tracks and the Redman TNT All-American Pulling Series is brought to you by the heartbeat of America, today's Chevy trucks.
Man, TNT All-American Pulling Series from the Augusta Expoland in Fishersville, Virginia, where we are ready to get the action underway. Our first official puller tonight, the legendary Wayne Roush in the yellow Model T. He's out of Dublin, Ohio, and he has an option now, Army, on this run to either accept the pull distance or to drop in the field and come back.
Well, everybody's going to be watching Roush on the run. They're going to be looking for certain things. For an example, where he lines up with the sled, where he spots the sled before he leaves the starting line, and where the weight box is going to top out on him, and then they're going to try to figure how they're going to adjust their trucks accordingly. Everybody has a book on Roush. They know where his weights are. They're going to see how his truck reacts to the track situation. They'll come back and adjust accordingly. Now, Roush rolls out. The engine looked good. The sensor gauge is a reason all positive for him. A lot of ground speed, but look how quick it pulls down on him when it tops out the box.
Wayne Roush shuts her down, 278.48 on a 300-foot-long track. Not a good distance, but Wayne accepts the pull.
The history on Fishersville is it gets better as the class goes on. You're the first official puller. There's 20 other guys coming after you back here. Aren't you a little apprehensive now?
Yeah, you never know what to do in a situation like that. I thought it was a decent pull, and I might come back and do worse.
Well, our next puller is going to be Jim Lyons, the Stitches GMC out of Louisville, Kentucky. Now, this is Jim's old truck. He has a new one, but this one still works the best. Many people felt that when Jim was running the new one, the best truck in America was still sitting back in the shop.
Well, Richard, what Jim was trying to do is a lot of research and development and build a chromoly chassis for a two-wheel drive truck, that being the new truck, and it just didn't work out for him, so he went back to a combination that he knew how to make it work. And he's going to be a little bit shy on this one. The old truck is not handling it today. Roush is looking awfully smart right now. He just dodged Lyons.
Jim Lyons' distance, 275.55, about 3 feet shy of our lead distance set by Wayne Roush. And coming to the line next, your defending national champion, big bad dog Ford out of Warrington, Georgia. Mike Stowe, the driver. This is a new truck for 1989. He's added some things to it, but he's had trouble getting it to run properly. We spent the afternoon talking to Mike Stowe about his new Ford truck out of Georgia.
Mike, you come out with high hopes, a brand new truck. 89 was going to be a dynamite year for you, but it just hasn't been that good to you so far, has it?
Well, we've had a few problems, as you will with any new vehicle. Got a hold of a few bad pieces, made a lot of changes. It's just got to get dialed in. It's going to be a long, hard, hot